A progressive bar culture means more than just exchanging goods and hospitality. It means being more accountable to our employees, to our neighbors, and to our planet. As an owner of a venue, I have a lot of responsibilities, but one that I take very seriously is how I can use my power and privilege to advocate for not just the people that interact with our space, but also for the issues that are important to our community. My name is Claire Sprouse. I own a small bar and restaurant in Brooklyn, New York. Our mission is to be an equitable, safe, and healthy workplace for our employees, to be a sustainable partner for our ecosystem of small businesses, and to be in service to our community beyond just offering delicious food, drink, and hospitality. Here are my 3 tips for building a more progressive bar culture and being active within your community. My first tip is sharing your space and your platform with others. We tend to have a very competitive nature in the bar and restaurant industry, and I think that what we've learned over the course of the last year is that we need to start working more collaboratively, more cooperatively to ensure our collective survival. It doesn't make sense for us to be reinventing the wheel alone when we can be working together to move the needle a little bit further every single day. For example, we created a small zine over the winter and holidays that shared not only the things that we were doing in our space, but also what else was going on in the neighborhood. My second tip is get involved in politics. It's not just in moments of crisis when our fates are determined by legislation, but everyday policy really affects the vitality of our businesses and our neighborhoods. This doesn't have to be a solo mission. It can be an opportunity to engage with your various communities. Getting involved means understanding the political fabric that affects your business, your employees, and your neighbors. Going to community board meetings, civic association meetings, business district meetings. Start going to these meetings and listening to the issues that are being discussed, because these are the issues that are really important to your neighbors. From there, you can see who is running for office, and you can see who is truly advocating for the things that are important to your neighborhood. We want to make sure that we're not just advocating for the survival of our business, but all the things that make our business survive, and that means the people inside and the people outside of it. My tip number 3 is listening and leading in service to your communities. I think a lot of us have a strong desire to jump into action, but we really need to make sure that we're taking a step back, acknowledging our blind spots and our own personal perspectives so that we can truly center the needs of those that we're trying to be an assistance to. When talking to other small bars and restaurants in New York, we learned that they also wanted to put in these sustainable practices, but didn't know where to begin. And it's understandable, the systems that we have to work within are not transparent. So what we did was try to create opportunities to connect experts with small business owners. These experts shared tips on sustainability, best practices within New York City, and were able to answer the questions that business owners had so that they could start making changes in their systems. Another example is that at the onset of the pandemic, we knew that we had the resources to address food insecurity issues in our neighborhoods. Making food and getting it to people that need it is a lot simpler said than done. So we looked to organizations that were already doing that work and learned a lot from them. The tips that I listed here are all necessary steps to building a more equitable and sustainable future for our industry. It's not going to happen overnight, but we have the opportunity right now to start laying down that groundwork. Thanks for joining. I hope that these tips can inspire you to create a more progressive bar culture for your community.